Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good afternoon. In this video, I will continue about male reproductive system concept. This is the fourth video of our human reproduction. The last video, diagrammatic explanation of male reproductive system. What are the different parts that male external genitalia, primary sex organ testis, then accessory ducts completed. We are in a male external genitalia explanation. That male external genitalia we called as a penis. What are the internal histology of penis? We want to know in this video session. Let me start today video session. Along with the penis internal histology, I am continuing about male reproductive glands. In the male reproductive system, having the three male reproductive glands. That is, one is seminal vesicles. In the morning diagrammatic representation time also we discussed, and then seminal vesicles after prostate gland and bulbourethral glands. Okay, bulbourethral glands also called as a Kaufer glands. About these glands, what are their secretions, what is their functions, that and all we will discuss in this video. Let me start today video session. Here I started with the passage of spermatozoa. What is spermatozoa? Also spermatozoa also called as a sperm. Okay, now here sperms are developed or formed in the place of the testis inside. That too, testis inside seminiferous tubules. From that onwards, how it will be coming into at the time of the reproductive copulation time, how it will become out from the testis. So here passage of the spermatozoa explanation time, you will get how the sperm is traveled the different parts of the male reproductive system. Finally, it is come out from male reproductive system penis onwards. When they are coitus time, how it is released the female reproductive tract. See here first part seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules is the origin or starting point of the sperm production. Then sperm production after that will be reach the retate testis. Retate testis after vas afferentia. That vas afferentia after it will leads to continuation part of the epididymis. In the epididymis, three parts are there. That first part caput epididymis. That caput epididymis only to take the sperm cells from the vas afferentia. Caput it will continue the corpus epididymis and cauda epididymis. Cauda epididymis will give to the release the sperm cell into the next part vas deferens, and then that vas deferens open into the ejaculatory duct. That ejaculatory duct places along with vas deferens another part of the gland, seminal vesicles also open into the ejaculatory duct. That through the ejaculatory duct open into the urethra. These urethra time already we discussed. Male urethra, female urethra, little bit differentiation is there. In the males, urethra is a common passage of the both semen ejaculation and then urine excretion time also. Urethra, then by the urethra, that urethra is present in the penis inside. Then a copulation with the female organism of one male person copulation time through the urethra by the whole of the urethral ending point, urethral meatus, that sperm cell is released into the female genital tract or female reproductive tract, nothing but vagina. Okay, that is the passage of the spermatozoa. Several times these question is came in different examinations. Okay, different medical related examinations. What are the correct passages of the spermatozoa from the origin onwards? Okay, so A, B, C, D options are there. Within that we will found it. Then come to the point, Nana. Here external genitalia of male reproductive system. What is the meaning of external genitalia? By seeing which characteristic of man we can able to find it that is a male or a female. So such a character we call the external genitalia. Now we are discussing about male reproductive system. So male external genitalia part it is a penis, and along with this it is a primary sexual organ also. Primary sexual organs. It is by birth itself it is present, but it is a function in the reproductive function when the person is attains the puberty age. So male copulatory organ. This is the developed characteristics. In this time I will be give some external elaborative explanation. Here human beings is a bimorphic animals. Male and females are two different individuals. When you going to some of the earlier organisms, previous organisms up to Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes hermaphrodite. Male and female are reproductive system organs are present in the single individual. So internal fertilization process is there. Internal fertilization. But here when the male and female reproductive organs are located in the two different individuals, it want to transfer the male organ, male gamete want to transfer to the female reproductive system. So and that particular function wise they need a particular significant organ. That organ is a copulatory organ. Whether you remember or not, animal kingdom explanation time, Ascaris lumbricoides explanation time also, male Ascaris differ from the female Ascaris. That male Ascaris lumbricoides is having a special characteristic that is a copulatory spicules. That copulatory spicules only play an important role in the transformation of the sperm cell into the female genital tract. That we seen, correct now. So the same thing here in the males, in the man, human beings, this is the copulatory organ. Situationally, these copulatory organ to give the passage of the or releasing the sperm cell into the female genital tract. See, Nana, serve the both reproductive and urinal duct. Okay, it is a common part of the reproductive functions and then urinal ejaculations or excretion. Here, note one of the important note in human being penis. There is no bacillum or erectable bone. And then that mean erectable mean the meaning of the erectable situationally penis will become a stiff condition. Such a condition we call as erectable. For erectable, some of the other than human beings, human ray, remaining all organs are having some of the bony structure in the penis. But in human being, they are not at having these erectable bone. Along with one more important point, here there is a longer than penis is a longer than the other primates. Remaining primate organisms, penis is a very smaller size. But here, human being is one of the primate, but that characteristic is somewhat of different than the remaining primates. That character is one of the character is differentiation character is a penis. Penis is a very longer than other primates. Penis is made up of the 3 columns of tissues. A tubular structures that is totally not at a tube, it is a tissue. Okay, because of here there is no erectable bone. Instead of the erectable bone, it is made up of the 3 columnar tissues. What is that 3 columnar? In the dorsal side, 2 columnar tissues and then ventral side 1 columnar. That words are very important. Corpora cavernosa. This is a sectional view of Sectional view of penis. When you understanding of the sectional view, in the dorsal side there is a sponge-like structures, columnar structures are there. That is a corpora cavernosa. This corpora cavernosa is a posterior and then yellow fibrous ligamentous. What is the meaning of a ligament? Okay, both are muscles. Okay, the tissue is connecting with one bone to another bone, that is called ligament. Okay, that is called ligament, but it is not bone. This is the tissue is connecting the two bones. Okay, and then this is located at the side of the dorsal side, posterior side or dorsal side. And then when coming with these two are, here I said 3 columns na, 2 columns are present in upper posterior part or dorsal side. And then come to the another part, corpus spongiosum. Corpus spongiosum. This corpus spongiosum is located in the ventral side, highly vesicular. Highly vesicular, this is having a lot of blood vessels and then spongy tissue. These corpora spongiosum is surrounded urinogenital canal. That means urinogenital canal means nothing but urethra. Urethra pass on through the corpus spongiosum. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் சொல்லிட்டானு, what I said, urethra is passing through the penis, that I said. Now inside of the penis we are learning histology of the penis. In the penis histology observation time, 2 type of spongy like tissues are there. One is a corpora cavernosa, that is a ventral side, corpora spongiosum, that is located in the ventral side. In the ventral side of corpora spongiosum consisting these urethra. Okay, these urethra only common passage of both reproductive function and then urine excretion time also. So that's why surrounded these urinogenital canal, that is nothing but urethra. Okay, understand Anna? In the first column we discussed about passage of the spermatozoa from the origin of developmentation from the seminiferous tubule to how it is released, come out from the body. Okay, that passage we seen. And external genitalia of man, male person, that is a penis, internal structure of the penis, how the penis characteristics differ from the other primates, organisms onwards. That are all we seen. You should be remember corpora cavernosa, corpora spongiosum. Inside of the corpora spongiosum only it contains these urethra. Okay, then come to the second column. That second column I want to explain about erection of the penis or ejaculation. These 2 words meaning want to explain. Here erection. Erection means basically penis is a function for 2 different roles. I mean reproductive wise and urine excretion time. In the urine excretion time, penis is not yet necessary to become a erectable. Okay, it not yet necessary to become a stiffy nature. Okay, but when the male person is attains of the puberty age, then by the hormonals the person will get a desire. That desire nothing but meeting with the opposite sex. Okay, with the female at the particular time, for sperm cell releasing wise, these penis want to become a erectable. That only here I explained. As erection of the penis, stiffing or rising of the penis often associated with the sexual arousal, that sexual desiring time, the penis will become a stiffy nature, that is a erection. That is nature we call as a erection. After ejaculation of the semen, here the penis will become a normal condition. So particularly situationally in that particular time of the copulation time, penis will become a erectable. That is a meaning. Then here ejaculation. What is the meaning of ejaculation? Here already I said in the first column, spermatozoa is travel from the different parts of the male ducts, accessory ducts, then it will come out from the ureteral meatus. Semen coming out from the urethral meatus, that process we call as a ejaculation. See, at the time of these erection time, the penis, this is the sectional cutting time. Already I said these inside of the penis, it's containing with a lot of vessels, blood supply, nothing but blood vessels, arteries, veins, and some nerves also. So erectable situation of the penis time, the blood will be pumped into the penis, so that will become a stiffy nature. Dilation of the arteries supporting the blood to penis, that is one of the thing. And more blood filled in these sponges, erectable tissues. What is that? Corpora cavernosa, corpora spongiosum, and the inside of penis, blood vessels totally filled with blood, then it will become a more stiff. Okay. Then finally, after stiffness of the penis, ejaculation process will occur. By that ejaculation time, the male person releasing that semen totally into the female reproductive tract. See, and then we want to discuss accessory glands also. Okay, up to now we discussed about male reproductive system parts. Along with male reproductive system parts, some of the glands are play an important role in the ejaculation of the semen. Okay, or composition of semen formation. Here semen is differ from the sperm. Here semen containing with the sperm cell. Okay, sperm cells are producing in the seminiferous tubules. Now that sperm cell combining with some of the additional glands of the male reproductive system. That male reproductive glands are seminal vesicles, and then prostate gland, and then bulbourethral glands. These glands secretions totally we called as a semen. See, first one, seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles are a paired and elongate, the elongation up to 5 centimeters length, and they are having the muscular nature and sacculated glands. These are all situated where they are located at the place of the pelvic region. It is present between the bladder, urinary bladder, and then rectum, inferiorly to the urinary bladder. These points should be remembered, because they may be chances statement based questions. Okay, they will give first statement and second statement. How mean here these seminal vesicles are located of inferior part of the urinary bladder. They situated at pelvic region of bladder and rectum. Okay, first statement, second statement. First statement is true, second statement is true, both are true or only one true. First statement true, like that several statement based questions may be chances. So should be remembered the concept. And then see, come to the point, seminal glands. These seminal glands are joined at the place of the vas deferens. Vas deferens is a male accessory duct kadanana. Vas deferens, both are joined together at the place of ejaculatory duct. That ejaculatory duct formed by the union of the seminal gland secretion, seminal glands tubes and vas deferens tube. Okay, now by the seminal vesicles, they are secreting several fluid that is called seminal fluid. The total fluid we called as a seminal fluid. What is that use of the seminal fluid? See here, in the total semen, if 100%, 60 to 70% of the volume of the semen is secreting by the seminal vesicles. That seminal fluid containing what compositions? These first one more thing, these seminal vesicle pH 7.4. Okay, now in the inside composition of the seminal fluids, it containing with the fructose, very essential for providing the nutrition to the sperm cells. Okay, so these seminal fluid composition fructose is providing the energy for the sperm, and then along with that in the fluid containing with the prostaglandins. these prostaglandins are stimulate the uterine contraction. Sir, here male reproductive system does not have any uterine. Why here we are saying the stimulate the uterine contraction means semen containing with these prostate gland. When the male person released into these semen into the female genital tract, sperm cell want to move towards of the towards of the ova. Ova is presence in female oviduct, female reproductive duct, oviduct or fallopian tube. Now, for movement of the sperm cell, it want to contract the uterine wall, it will give the wave-like motion. Okay, so these prostaglandins are stimulate the uterine contraction. That uterine contraction to give the facilitation to movement of the sperm cell towards of oviduct or towards of ova. And then these seminal fluid containing with clotting proteins. What is these clotting proteins function? Okay, role. Here these clotting proteins are facilitate the coagulation of the semen after ejaculation. Okay, after ejaculation. If not at coagulate mean sperm cells cannot live along. Okay, so these coagulation is necessary for survivability of the sperm cells. Okay, so these coagulation is facilitated by the clotting proteins. These and all secreted from seminal vesicles. That seminal vesicles onwards what it is secreting, that only we call seminal fluid. The acidic nature, pH nature is a basic nature 7.4 pH. Okay, then composition also now we see. Now come to the second gland of the male reproductive system, that is a prostate gland. That prostate gland located beneath the urinary bladder, that is surrounded by the prostate urethra. In this situation, I will be recall the previous video. Urethra having the three regions. One is a prostate urethra, second one membranous urethra, and terminal last urethral meatus urethra we seen. Correct now. So here prostate urethra mean which is the urethra part is nearby the prostate gland. That only here I said. So which of the part is surrounded the prostate gland, those part we called as a prostate urethra. So next part come. Prostate gland contribute the 15 to 30% of the volume in the semen. Here seminal vesicles are contribute how much percentage of the semen? 60 to 70% of the semen is contributed by these seminal vesicles. Here 15 to 30% of the volume of the semen is contributed by the prostate gland. That prostate gland secretions acidic nature that is acidic nature, and then these fluid secretion open by the 20 to 30 tubes into the which place ejaculatory duct. These released secretion composition it containing with citric acid, some of the enzymes and prostaglandins. These prostaglandins going on. Prostaglandins composition of these prostaglandin secretions, one is a citric acid, enzymes and prostaglandins. Citric acid act as a nutrient for the sperms, and then along with that maintenance of the acidity. Here prostaglandin secretion acidic nature I said that acidic nature given by these citric acid. That citric acid word itself it tell information it is acidic, and enzymes some of the acid phosphate enzymes and amylase, these are the enzymes. They are giving the additional support of the sperm cells. And then prostaglandins, these prostaglandins are activate the sperm cell spinning movement after ejaculation towards it want to move up to fallopian tube. Then the last gland, bulbourethral gland, also called as a Kaufer gland. These Kaufer gland, bulbourethral glands are located beneath or below the prostate gland. Diagrammatic explanation time also you can find it where they are located, which is the first, which is the second. First seminal vesicles we will discuss, then next prostate gland, below the prostate gland. Now what we are discussing, that gland is there, that bulbourethral gland. Now below these beneath the prostate gland, this is the beginning of the internal portion of penis. It is located at the beginning of the internal portion of the penis, and they are secreting some fluid. That fluid nature, alkaline nature. That alkaline nature fluid, what is their functions? It is a neutralizing of acidity of the urine in urination. Here urethra is a common passage for both reproductive tract and then urine excretion time. So if a person is released that urine before ejaculation, the urine having something little bit pH condition, pH acidic condition. So that pH maybe will disturb or damage the semen composition. For that one, these urine remains particles want to wash out or rinsing by these bulbourethral gland, that only neutralizing. Okay, this is acidic, that little bit acidic, and these acidic nature neutralizing the pH of that uterine walls, and then along with that it containing with mucus also. Mucus act as a lubricant. In these lubricants are using at the time of the copulationary, friction will be reduced, and then these bulbourethral or Kupffer gland secretions act as a flushing agent. At the time of the ejaculation of the semen, it want to come with a free movement. That free movement by the free ejaculation given by these bulbourethral glands. Okay, this is the today video. In this video, we learned male external genitalia internal histology, what is its function, and then accessory glands of male reproductive system, erection of penis, and then ejaculation meaning. These and all we learned. In the coming video, continuation video, I would like to explain about female reproductive system. Okay, let me wait up to female reproductive videos.